Ever wonder if all those health rules we grew up with are really true? From carbs make you fat to no pain, no gain, some of these myths have become so ingrained in our minds that we follow them without a second thought. But what if they're actually steering us in the wrong direction? Are we missing out on the full picture of wellness because of these half-truths? Today, we'll dig into 5 of the biggest myths in health and wellness. Myths that sound like they're backed by science, but might just be keeping you from reaching your true potential. Are you ready to question everything you thought you knew? Welcome to the Vitality List. Myth 5. Carbs make you gain weight. For years, carbs have been labeled the bad guys of the diet world, blamed for everything from weight gain to fatigue. With the rise of low-carb diets like keto and Atkins, it's easy to see why people are quick to cut carbs out entirely. But here's the reality. Not all carbs are created equal. It's true that refined carbs like sugary snacks and white bread can spike blood sugar and lead to weight gain if overindulged. But complex carbs found in whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and legumes are crucial for a balanced diet. When you cut out the refined stuff, weight loss is almost a given. But does that mean ditching all carbs is the answer? Let's take a step back. Eliminating an entire food group means you miss out on essential nutrients. So, before you say goodbye to all carbs, remember it's about choosing the right ones for sustainable energy and health, not dropping them entirely. Studies reveal that people on low-carb diets may lose weight quickly, but they often struggle to maintain it because they're missing the benefits of fiber and essential nutrients found in complex carbs. In time, these low-carb diets can lead to nutrient deficiencies, which we all want to avoid. So, here's what you can do instead of swearing off carbs: focus on the quality of the carbs you eat. So, before you say goodbye to all carbs, remember it's about choosing the right ones for sustainable energy and health, not dropping them entirely. Myth 4. Being cold gives you a cold. How many times have you heard, "Put on a jacket or you'll catch a cold"? This myth is a classic and grandma's advice might be comforting, but science tells a different story. The truth is, being cold won't actually make you sick. A study found that men exposed to low temperatures saw an increase in immune activity, boosting their defenses against viruses. It turns out that you're more likely to catch a cold indoors, where germs spread easily. So, if anything, fresh winter air could actually be your ally. Cold, as well as flus, are caused by viruses, not by the cold air itself. So why do we seem to get sick more often in the winter? The real culprits are crowded indoor spaces, low humidity, which can dry out nasal passages and make it easier for viruses to invade, and the simple fact that people spend more time together indoors when it's cold out. The next time you shiver and worry about catching a cold, remember it's definitely not the chill in the air you should worry about. Myth 3. X-rays will cause you cancer. It's understandable to feel wary about X-rays, given that they expose the body to radiation. But here's the key. The amount of radiation in a standard X-ray is incredibly low and considered safe for most people. In fact, a single chest X-ray gives you about the same amount of radiation you'd naturally receive from the environment over 10 days. Medical experts, including those at the American Cancer Society, confirm that routine X-rays pose minimal cancer risk, and advancements in medical imaging are constantly reducing radiation exposure even further. The truth is, radiation-related cancer typically comes from extreme exposure, such as nuclear accidents or specific cancer treatments, not the quick scans we get for diagnosis. If your doctor recommends an X-ray, it's because the benefit of catching a potential issue outweighs the very minimal risk the patient would be at. In cases where X-rays are used repeatedly or in high doses, such as with CT scans, the risk increases slightly, but the benefits of accurate diagnosis and treatment far outweigh any danger. So, while it's wise to avoid unnecessary radiation exposure, getting an X-ray when medically advised isn't something to fear. It's a valuable tool in the hands of trained professionals. Myth 2. No pain, no gain. Does effective working out need to hurt? No, not at all. Many believe that if it's not painful both during and after training, it's not worth it. But here's a revelation. Exercise doesn't have to be painful to be beneficial. This is a myth that has been around for decades, especially in fitness circles. But in reality, constant pain can be a sign you're pushing too hard, and it might be time to consult a professional. While it's true that exercise can lead to soreness, the idea that you must feel pain to make progress is misguided. Pain is often your body's way of signaling injury or strain, not necessarily progress. Turns out, pushing through real pain can lead to long-term issues like muscle tears, joint damage, or even chronic injury. True longevity in fitness comes from choosing activities that nourish rather than punish. Maybe it's a brisk walk, a dance class, or even a relaxed bike ride with friends. Whatever you choose to do, exercise should enhance your life, not detract from it. Fitness experts emphasize the importance of listening to your body and differentiating between the discomfort of a good workout and actual pain. Confirming that approach, studies have actually shown that mild soreness after a workout is normal, especially when you're trying new exercises or increasing intensity. But sharp or persistent pain is a red flag. The key is finding a balance that includes rest and self-care. That is just as important as the workout itself, because exercising should feel like a gift, not a grind. Myth 1. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. We've all heard the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But how true is it? Apples are packed with fiber and antioxidants, sure. But relying on one type of fruit for all your health needs is oversimplifying things. A University of Michigan study found that while daily apple eaters were slightly less likely to need prescription meds, they still didn't avoid doctors altogether. So maybe it's more accurate to say, an apple a day might keep the pharmacist at bay. Nutritionists agree that a balanced, varied diet rich in a range of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains is far more effective in keeping the doctor away than focusing on a single food. In fact, the phrase originally circulated as "eat an apple before bed, and you'll keep the doctor from earning his bread." It was a campaign created more as a nod to healthy habits than a cure-all solution. Apples can help boost your immune system, improve heart health, and even reduce the risk of some chronic illnesses. But for real wellness, it's about understanding that each food group has something unique to offer. So by all means, enjoy that apple. But remember, it should be just one part of a well-rounded diet, full of delicious food that will support long-term health. So, what's the takeaway? These myths might be catchy, but when it comes to health, science is always the best guide. Are you ready to rethink what you thought you knew about wellness? Health and wellness aren't about blindly following age-old advice. It's about being well-informed, adaptable, and willing to question everything, even the things that everyone assumes are true. If carbs aren't the enemy and a good workout doesn't have to leave you aching, how many other beliefs could be holding you back from living your best life? Could this realization be the key to a more balanced, vibrant life? Remember that wellness is about more than just following the crowd, it's about finding what truly works for you. Are you ready to start your journey to real wellness? If you're ready to unlock a healthier, more energized life, hit the like button and follow us for more wellness tips.